Hey folks, Tim Toolman here with Car Show and Tell. Thanks for tuning in. We're back again with our Kia project. And if you watched the last video, it's about cleaning and polishing headlights. Taking all the yellow plastic away and making them nice and bright so you can see again. And you can see the results of our headlights. We've got it all back together.
They look great.
They look good. Except that we have one problem. Our low beams don't work.
They no work.
They barely illuminate. And when you turn the headlights on, the high beam, when we turn the headlights on, you can see the high beam indicator on the gauge cluster illuminate. The high beam indicator comes on. Our low beams barely light up at all. They burn just a little bit. Very, very little. The high beams, if you switch to the high beams,
they were
of course, the high beam indicator comes on. Only one of them works. So here's my theory. There's no ground, or very little ground, in the at the connectors to the headlights. When you turn the headlights on, what little ground it's getting is being pulled through the high beam circuit, which is why the high beam indicator comes on the gauge cluster, and the bulbs burn very, very dimly. So what I'm going to do to fix that is, since we've already got everything put back together, I can get to one connector for this headlight right here. That connector is easy to get to and pull off. And I can see when I look at this connector actually that there's a lot of green on here.
Oxidation.
A lot of oxidation and some corrosion starting to build up in these terminals for this headlight connector.
This one we can barely get to because it's down there.
The other one is much more difficult to get to, and I tried to pull it off by putting a couple of flat blade screwdrivers in here and prying it, and what I was rewarded with, if you can see down there,
the contacts are coming out of the plastic.
Looks like, I'm trying to focus right there, I can see one contact, this contact, or this terminal right there that my screwdriver's on top of, is pulling out of the connector. And it's just sort of stuck on the headlight bulb itself. You can see it's cocked at an angle. So I've pulled the headlight bulb out of the socket.
There's a hole there. If we could put one of the picks through.
I've pulled the headlight bulb out of the socket. There's a little wire retaining clip that holds it in there. So that's all gone goofy. So I'm just going to have to take this headlight back out again.
Taking this out, right?
Yeah, I'm going to take this headlight back out again. Take the grill out and all that business. And anyway, we'll get there. We'll get there. Here, you shoot this.
Well, that's already clipped out,
so see how to get this thing apart.
Yeah, we're gonna need to get a small
flat blade screwdriver. This is how to do it. These little plastic clips here that hold this in here, they're just plastic retainers. They're kind of a pain, but if you know how to go about it, they're real easy. You just put a little bit of pressure underneath of it with a flat blade and start turning this screw out of the top. And then eventually it'll just come out like so. Unfortunately, there's like 7 of them, so
yeah, if you know how about it
takes a little while.
If you know how to go about it.
Pop that back together.
That one's next.
Doesn't matter. As long as we get all of them.
That's true, yeah.
Who cares if I jump from side to side, backwards, upside down, just as long as you get all of them. There you go. Number 17, I think. I don't know how many. I wasn't counting.
3 more right here.
Yeah, okay. Ah, come on. This one don't want to work. Cooperate. And I've had too much coffee. I'm all over the place. Man, I just pull this sucker out here. Come on. Maybe need a bigger screwdriver.
Okay.
Put more force on plastic. Yeah. Yeah.
There it goes.
Is it? Is it? Come on, man. You can't put a whole lot of pressure down on the top here. You're trying to get this stinking screw to... There we go. It's just a plastic screw, so any pressure you put on it just pops it right back down inside.
Yeah.
So
Scratch his leg.
they're kind of a pain. So I'm just turning it, but I'm not putting any weight down on this screwdriver. Two more. Da-na-na-na.
It's the final countdown. R.I.P. I forget his name.
You're talking about the host of Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Oh, Alex Trebek.
Alex. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's our host for Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
You can go right there. I bet. I know.
Younger.
I know. You told me about it.
All right. Then we have these stupid little plastic clips to hold this grill in.
Sucker in.
Kind of a pain in the
Ding dong.
ding dong to get off. You got like a clip on top and a clip on bottom, and I can never push both of them at the same time. I don't know who engineers these damn things, but
He's tough.
I'll kiss my ass.
That one broke off. That one's still kind of there.
This one's down here. There we go. And then there's one screw in the middle.
Still kind of on, but you know.
One screw in the middle. And it comes out.
Right there.
Alright. Now we get our little goofy ring here.
I already
Here.
pulled that out.
You want to show? Show them.
There's a
Show
loop right
the
there.
people. Little loop. Hook your finger in there and pull it back. You can pull it back.
Pull it that way.
Shoot, out.
Sorry.
Zoom out. Okay, pull it that way. Because it's hooked up on the inner fender. And just sort of tuck your other hand up in there and shove the wire through the hole. And the loop through the hole.
There we go. Now that can come out with a
We can
12
just leave
millimeter.
that sucker hang down there.
Hang and suffer. 12 millimeter, people.
They know. 4 bolts. Set it to the off instruction. 1, 2, 3. 4. You know what? I did buy new headlight bulbs for this thing. Might as well put the new headlight bulb in.
I'll go get him.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay, that's just a tool for ignition. Okay. That's what you want to get.
I did not buy the brightest bulbs on the market because I don't.
They're bulbs. They light
I
stuff
don't
up.
want everybody else to see the light of God.
Yeah.
I just want to light up the roadway.
I don't know why people have I don't know why people insist on doing that because
I
it's
know.
stupid.
Come
If
down
you
the
can
road,
see, it's fine.
come down the road and all I can see is this blue, white.
You're blinded.
And, yeah, you can't see anything else.
Can't see crap. You feel like you're about to crash, and then your eyes clear up, and it's like,
I
oh,
bought the slightly brighter versions, not the standard bulbs, but not the super.
not the bright
not
bull
the
crap.
like $65 a pair headlight bulbs, for crying out loud. $65 for a pair of friggin' headlight bulbs.
Crying out
I can remember when I was selling car parts when I was a teenager.
Pet Boys.
It was like maybe $8 for a headlight. Maybe. And that was the expensive one. $8 for a headlight, good grief. I remember the old men complaining about the price of $8 for a headlight bulb.
Don't they all?
Wow. Shit, man. $65 for a pair of headlights. Now I'm the old man who's bitching about it.
That's true.
Stupid fucking connector. Alright.
And that's flat up.
Oh, there it is. Let me see here. Strip this terminal off. Oh, it's headlight bulb. So yeah. You see that? Show it.
It slid out.
It slid out, but look at the color of this thing. It's not shiny, it's not really metal anymore.
It's just all oxidation.
It's green and nasty. So
Natty.
let's see if we can shove it back in here.
Yeah.
Green and nasty. It's good when you're talking about weed. It's bad when you're talking about automotive electrical
Frankenstein. It's
automotive electrical connectors.
It's bad when you're talking about Frankenstein, that is.
Oh, I can hear everybody on YouTube screaming now. Oh my goodness, he's talking about drugs and his son's right there. Yeah, I am.
I'm 13. I know what drugs are. I'm not
Look,
gonna do them.
people.
I'm not that stupid.
I'm not hiding the problems of the world from my kids. We talk about drugs, we talk about sex and teen parenting and
Okay, that's a little too far. Shut
all
up.
the things that you can
Shut up!
all of the pitfalls that can befall the youths of America today.
I know. When it comes to those stuff, I'm going to be responsible. I probably won't even do drugs.
That would probably be the best answer.
Yeah.
'Cause I did a lot of them, and you know what?
It didn't make anything better.
Never really did anything good for me. Well, wait a minute. Listen. Listen. Cool your tits.
I'm a boy.
Okay. You are a boy. You're always going to be a boy. No matter how old you get. You're my boy. So. Can they see that?
Yes, they can.
Okay, this is called Contact Renew. This is a very old can of Contact Renew. I'm sure somebody's selling it now, and it's probably not those people.
Now I can't hit you because you have MS.
I'm about to go all like Josh Blue on that. It's very good to be here today. Anyway. But anyway, there is still something on the market like this today. Contact Renew or Contact Reconditioner of some sort. Probably made by, who are the people that make Brake Clean and
Who
stuff
cares?
like that. Anyway,
Might want to wear gloves because we don't know what's in it, and if it gets on your skin,
Right.
it'll probably hurt. So
this
yeah.
was probably made in the 60s, so it's probably got something that's known to cause 19 forms of cancer in California. Anyway, so I usually wear a glove or two. Today I only got one on because I felt like Michael Jackson.
Frigate. Hee hee.
Anyway.
Jinx.
So, so we're gonna spray this connector down with some contact cleaner. If it'll work. If it'll work. I'm gonna spray this down very carefully. This will help to chemically treat the corrosion on the terminals.
Finger.
Right? It's not gonna clean them up and make them look shiny and perfect. But
it works. Probably.
it'll help. You don't have to spray with contact cleaner, but it helps. Anyway, we're gonna clean them up. Contact cleaner. We're gonna put our new bulbs in. It's not the problem. The problem is not the bulbs. The problem is not the bulbs. The problem is the terminals. But we're just gonna pop new bulbs in because I bought new bulbs before I really stopped to think about what.
Because the hell with it.
And the hell with it. Put new bulbs in. So, anyway, here's this wire clip that I was talking about that holds the bulb in here. If you pull real hard on the bulb, it'll pull this wire clip. It'll pull the bulb out of the wire clip. So, maybe not the best way to retain it. Okay, so anyway, pop it in here, like so. The tabs go into the slots. Fold your wire retainer over and clip it in. And then you take the rubber, where the hell did I put it? There it is. Make your rubber boot.
Rubber booty.
Rubber boot, which has a little arrow right there.
Top,
and it says
bottom.
top. And you put that little arrow up.
And you spank it.
And then you spank it. Yeah. Smack it on here, pop it on, and you're fine. Plug your connector back in.
And then test the lights.
Like so. And then that would probably be the best thing to do. Test the light bulbs before you put it all back together. Hey, I only did one. But then again, nobody's gonna accuse me of being brilliant. Okay.
We also got
Here's our connector on this side, and we got room that we can reach in here
wanna
and
talk
get
about
our.
that for a second?
No, I don't.
No. Okay.
We got.
We'll
our,
cross that bridge when we come to it.
We got enough room right here that I can get down here and get to what I need with the headlight. On this side, not so easy. We got air conditioning ports in the way, so that had to come out. So on this side,
Plenty of room.
I've already removed the connector. I'll pop my rubber cap down, or grab my rubber cap down at the bottom where there's this handy little tab that you can get a hold of with your fingers
And yank.
and yank it out. You gotta make sure you shoot this, okay? You
Yeah.
got everything in the camera, okay?
Pull that.
From there, we can feel for our
Wire connector.
wire clip that
Wire
holds it in.
coil.
We can unclip that.
And the light bulb will out.
The light bulb will come right out. And that's, actually, they're both still good light bulbs, so I'll throw them in my spares.
Yeah, we got a ton of spares. And old coffee bean can.
For when my friends stop by and they say, hey Tim, my headlights don't work, can you fix them? Sure, I'll throw this old ass bulb in, it works. But
Probably
at
older
least
than
you
you.
know how to, I'll show you how to do it, so next time it blows out, you can do it yourself.
This idle air control is heavier than I thought.
Leave that alone, man. Okay, popping a new bulb in, folded my wire retainer over and clipped it in.
As you saw over there.
Put my rubber cap back in place, clip it in here,
Can't really spank that one.
smack it, whatever. Get my contact renew, shake it up, shaking, not stirred. Get my my connector here.
And proceed to get it everywhere.
Proceed to try and spray it into the connector. Why don't it not work?
I think we out.
Maybe the dip tube inside's broken. No, I don't know.
Didn't you already spray that one though?
I think I did, but I don't know. There we go. There's a little bit on that terminal, a little bit on that
one.
terminal,
Okay, switch.
a little bit on that terminal. Spray them down pretty good.
Proceed to get it everywhere.
Proceed to get it all over everything. And then snap our connector
Back in. Oh, sorry.
back onto the bulb. Okay? Now,
Now we test, right?
stand at the front of the car. All right, turn the headlights on.
Yes, the key is in.
You did? Well, turn the headlights on. Are you gonna turn them?
That's
Still got a problem.
far.
What are you doing? Are the headlights on?
I pushed it forward. This is regular headlights. You don't see anything, do you?
No.
Okay, so now I'm switching it to off. Here's regular headlights. High beams.
No. No. No.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
You are confused here. Off, right? The arrow's to off. That's park lights. That's headlights. High and low beam. Our high beam indicator is not on the gauge cluster.
Okay.
Our high beam indicator is not on. That means it is in low beam right now.
Okay.
If we push this forward, we see our high beam indicator come on. That means high beams. Pull it back, low beams. Right now, the headlights are on. High beams, low beams. Okay, come here.
All right, now I'll take their low beams.
They're in low beams. We'll point the camera at the car. Boy, how are people gonna see, man? Okay. We got headlights again. They work. We got low beams. Go turn the high beams on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we only got one high beam.
Why you no work?
I guess we're going to have to figure out what the problem is. Let me put this on pause. We'll figure it out. Is it going again? Oh, okay. So, all right. Here's what I've got. I've got my terminal here. I've got a pick tool, and I've gone in here and just put some pressure on these terminals this way to bend these terminals a little further closed. Trying to make a better connection there without having to. You can buy replacement terminals, cut your wiring harness, match up the wires, use some, either solder the wires back together or use some weatherproof butt connectors.
But we'd rather
Crimp
not.
splice connectors, which is probably also a good idea. I'm just going to try
But we'd
to
rather not because we're into reusing what we already have.
make this work. So, let me pop it back on here.
Turn it on.
It's on.
Okay, let's go test the headlight.
Headlights! Okay, high beams. Alright, it works.
We got both again?
We got both again. There we go.
Hey, it worked.
Go switch your low beams on. There's both low beams. Turn the high beams on.
High beam.
There's both high beams. So probably what I'm going to do, like I did with the connector on this headlight, I'm probably going to pull the connector off that headlight and just give it the same treatment like I did with the little pick tool so we don't get the same problem. So there we go. There's fixing our headlights, the second part, because this thing wants to fight me every step of the way. Alright folks, well, hey, appreciate you tuning in. If you feel like you want to like and subscribe, you go right ahead. I did want to say I'm up to like 10 whole subscribers now, so for the 10 of you that are actually watching, you know, I just wanted to say thanks. Keep tuning in. We got more stuff coming up, so hope you guys enjoy. And that's about it. You guys have fun. Say goodbye, Henry.
Bye. Keep the other side down.
Okay, there we go. Bye.